with that. And we will make a start. So the idea of today's webinar is to give people an overview of the Brand Ambassador Handbook that we've put together, and really just to go over what's happened this year and how we're going to move the Academy platform forward now. So good afternoon to everybody who's actually here. The schedule is just to talk about what we're doing, as I say, the year to date, the offers that we now have, the successes that the platform has received this year, and then go through the handbook. Nikki is going to talk through how you can develop your business through course codes, and Jane will talk you through how you attach your courses to your website. So we've got a bit to get through. I'm aware that people have got school runs as well, so we'll be as quick as we can. So my role in the platform, as you know, is to develop it and look at business ideas to help companies with their business reach. We've got some great ideas coming along for next year. And we're also just about to start quite a grand marketing campaign. So I will talk to you about that when we go through the handbook. Nikki, as you know, up the corner there in my corner, creates everything that you see on the platform in terms of courses. And also she issues the codes if people want to discount or market their courses through corporate clients. Jane does all of the things to do with digital and marketing. So Jane makes your advertisements, and she also designs the schools and academies that we've got on the platform at the moment. So we're all working really tightly together to make it all look great, have a real lot of nice continuity going on, and to make sure that we're doing the best that we can for you. So just a special thanks to David T, who's on the call today. Thanks, David, for helping me with communications this year. And Tom, who isn't here at the moment, but who is also going to be helping us, which I will just say about now, part of our AI and biddable media programming for next year. So we're going to be starting to run quite a lot of paid advertising, which hopefully will go right across media, and you know, because it's biddable, it will be you know, sort of quite widely seen. So just to say thank you to those two people particularly. So where are we? So the platform as it stands at the moment is now going to be split into 4 specific areas. The first area is your fantastic courses. We will continue to host courses for trainers and for people that want to create an offer to the marketplace as e-learning. And that can either be in a school, academy, or just a plain room, which has got your details in it. So Paul Martin, for example, in his room, as we know, has got his books, he's got his TEDx talk, all of his courses, and anything else that he wants to put out there. So that's going to be the e-learning offer. The second offer that we have now, which we've developed, is the L&D area, which is an outsourced area for corporate clients. Now, the great thing about that is that as part of the corporate client development next year, which is things like onboarding, skills development, mandatory training that we can put into a company's room, if you like, we will also be able to put your training courses in there. So we're actually marketing at the moment for Vicenza, which is an IT company. And what they offer is Microsoft licenses and a whole range of free Microsoft courses underneath their platform. What we've done is we've built an extra layer of that of one-to-one training with Debbie Fagan, who's our IT trainer. And also Nikki's got a management course in there, and we've just put a wellbeing course in there. So if anybody would like their course to be put into that platform, we can actually look at that as part of marketing next year. So the corporate area is going to be our area of development for next year, which will also be collaborative in the same way that your courses are just now. So the third offer, let me just let a couple of people in. So the third offer that we now have is for a membership platform. Hello, Jill, welcome. We're just about to talk about you, actually. Hello, Chris. Oh. Hello. And so we have 2 membership platforms up and running now. One is for Yellow Tuxedo and the other one is for Jill Donnell, MB, who's on the call now, and for her Successful Women in Business group. And we are developing that membership site to help companies to get business reach. There are a couple of other people on the call today as well who are looking at that option, including myself, and I will be having my own branded area on Academy for what's called Steps to Success. So that's going to be a business mentoring program. So there's the e-learning, the corporate L&D site, and the membership platform. And then in January, we're going to be offering the last of the 4 areas to help companies with their business reach, which is going to be called the 50 Club. So the 50 Club is going to be for people who don't want to create courses, but they want to be part of Academy in terms of attending peer-to-peer events, all those types of things, and we will give them a place within the platform where they can actually put a video about their business. So it will be sort of in a directory-led fashion. So it's going to be 4 different offers that we're going to be having for next year, all very collaborative, and all of those areas will be part of our marketing program. So what you don't see on the platform is very much the L&D area. That's the corporate area, because you don't need to, because it's not for sale. And that's sort of a developing part of the platform. So we called that a Chinese wall, which people seem to sort of get, which is where the corporate clients are sitting behind. So those are the 4 areas. So the success that the platform has had this year, I think, is fantastic. So we have won awards for digital for being a digital platform, which is amazing, at the South Coast Tech Awards. We were in the final category and the only company that were in the category in 2 areas, for startup and also for tech company. And we were pipped at the post by bowel cancer screening, so I think that's fair comment. And we will continue with those ideas again next year. We won a bronze award for education and mentoring this year, which is helping with ideas to get you on board. So the success of this platform is very much collaborative. And when we looked at the success and we saw who were being more successful than others as a hosted platform, we thought, well, we need to get this brand ambassador thing going. So it's now being created. It's been in the making for a little while, but we wanted to make sure it's right. It's a social media guide for you to use, and I think some of you have actually received that now. So I'm just going to go through that in a second, but from January we'll have a full marketing program of paid ads across all social media, and we will have it all stacked up, ready to go, so that we have across all media, all of our course cards will be appearing all of the time. So you will see those on a rotated basis. David Taylor and I, who is in the room at the moment, will be starting a thought leadership program. We're just finishing that off today, which is about the future of digital communication leadership within companies. So that's a very exciting sort of thing that we're going to have a look at. So we can just make sure that everybody sees that. And of course, Tom with his Biddable Media. So the idea from here then is that we help you to carry on with your business reach, develop your business for you, and look at ways that we can help to market your businesses. Now I'm just going to try and share my screen with you. So everybody should be able to see the Brand Ambassador Handbook here. And what this is a guide to help all of you to put online your courses and your membership. So inside the contents, Jane's created this from what we put together and has just developed it so that it fits in with what she's doing and also with what Nikki is doing, is how to market your courses, the materials and guidance that we can give to you, adding your course to your website, which is something Jane's going to talk to you about, social media guide, and our commitment to you. And in a minute, when I've just gone through this, Nikki is going to talk to you about how you create codes for your courses so that you can actually get out there and market that with discounts at certain times of the year, if that's what you want to do. So it's ready to launch. We're a collaborative platform, as you know, and we're now getting ready for marketing next year. So as part of our marketing program, there's a number of ways that we're going to help, all of which are on this page 4. So topical monthly subjects, PR opportunities, such as the one that we've just had in the Dorset Chamber and local magazine. LinkedIn pages, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube video channel is up and running now, so we're adding those as we go. We are going to be making short videos which will go across Twitter and Fleets on on the Fleets on Twitter, and also some of the other platforms. If you just bear with me a second. Right, I'll answer questions at the end if that's okay. And then we're also going to help people with Google My Business if you're not on there, email marketing, advertising, etc., etc. So just run through this really quickly. So this is the page that Jane is going to run through with you in a moment, and she's got 2 examples of that, which is for the adding course creating your courses to your website. And what I'm going to help you to do is, if you want some one-to-one time with me, is I'm going to help you to understand, if you need it, where to put these advertisements that we've created for you. So everybody will have 2 ads for each of their courses. There'll be one with a picture and one without, so you can choose which one that you want to use. And what we will do is we will give you your URL, which is a direct link to your course, which you can use across various social medias. And people go, but I don't know how to do that, or how do I do it? So what we've done is we've created a complete platform list here, if you like, of what goes where and how you can use your URLs and your advertisements to get the best response from your time putting those up. So this is the schedule that we've put together, which will explain that to you. And I'm going to be offering my one-to-one time for anybody that needs any help with what to put where. Happy to do that. So schedule yourself in if you need to. Once you've got your handbook and your ads and you've had a good read through, then I'll be in a good position to help you to do that. So our commitment to you then is very much to help you next year to get your courses out there and your marketing for your membership platforms. And it's in our interests, obviously, to do so, because we're a back-ended platform. Some people are now on the tiered programs that we're offering, and other people are paying a commission, which was the start of the platform, but at a higher rate. So I'm just going to go back up to the top of this. And please ask any questions that you've got from your own handbook at the end. I'm going to stop sharing because I'm going to hand over to Nikki so that she can talk to us about all the course codes that you can use for your course. Can you make the page smaller if you want?
Wonderful, thank you, Beverly. So as Beverly's been talking about there's a lot of stuff that you can do on social media to help promote your courses, but one of the things that I wanted to highlight was the ability to be able to promote your codes directly to people, and you might want to be able to use promotional codes to do that, or discount codes. So let me share my screen with you.
Thanks, Nikki.
You're welcome. So discounts and affiliates is what I'm going to talk about, and in particular there's several areas. So ad hoc codes, promotion codes, corporate codes, and affiliate links. And all I'm going to do is going to give you a high level view of what each of those are, and share the documentations with you so that you're aware of some of the things that you could do to help promote your courses. So the first one then, in terms of ad hoc codes. So an ad hoc code is something where you're requesting 100% off in order to promote your own business. So this isn't necessarily directly linked to promoting your courses within the academy, but it is to do with you wanting to say, I've got a course on the academy and this would be really good for me to be able to give to a client to show them the kind of things that I can do. It still gives us some visuals in terms of when they see the course, that they come back and that they can see where you're actually hosting from. But I think it's important to recognize that as companies ourselves, as business people, we might want to give some of our courses away. And what we're saying here is that there'll be 4 per course per year, and there's no charge to do that. So you could even use these as gifts. If you've got something where you want to gift it to somebody, you could do that. Okay. All the requests for these come through on the same form, which I will share momentarily with you. So that's ad hoc codes. In terms of promotional codes, then, so these are used to promote extra sales of your courses within the academy. So the screenshot here that I've got is of Paul's gin cocktail course. Now this is one of 5, and the way that he's used this previously is to give people codes so that they can go in, they can access one particular course, they can see it for free, and that entices them then to go on and either buy the bundle that he's got or buy 4 other courses. So if you're looking to get 100% off, so you're giving it away for free, we're saying 12 per course per year, and this is a rolling year, because some of you might not want a code until August of next year, and it's not going to be fair to say, well, December is your cutoff. So I'll just keep track of things as and when you request them. So you've got that. If you're looking for other amounts, so if you've got a particular event that's coming up, or there's one of those international days, there must be an international day of gin. It must be a thing. So if there's one of those, and Paul thought, right, well, this would be really great, let's give everybody 20% off, he would just request that in terms of, let's have 20% off, let's have a code for X amount of people, and then we can run that as a promotion. So those would be on request, and for anything where the sale has been, let's say it's 80%, we would then take our 20% commission off the top of that, where that's been agreed in your contracts. That's the standard amount that we have. So that's promotional codes. And then the other one is corporate codes. So the example I've got here is the Young People Index. And the course card that you're seeing in front of you is available for anybody to purchase at £65. But what Helen has done, who's the author of this, has gone directly to clients to be able to sell it at a slightly lower price, but in bulk. So the example I'm giving here, when you've sold your courses to a third party at a set price, we will give you the code. They bypass us, basically. And the example would be that you've agreed to sell your client 10 courses at £40 per course, so they're getting it cheaper than they could buy online. What would happen is you would invoice your client directly for that £400. So the money comes directly to you. You request the codes from us, and then we send you the invoice for 20% of the overall total. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay. Obviously, if you are going to sell to corporates and you've not done it previously, then you can always send us an email and we can explain it in much more detail as to how it might work for you. But that's just one way of doing it, and it's a great way of being able to go to any clients that you've got, whether they're corporate or third parties, and being able to offer extra things for them. Okay, all we do is give you the code, and when they go into the checkout area, rather than putting in their bank details, they put in the code and then it takes them in.
That's actually been really successful, hasn't it, for Helen? Because she's actually got 3 schools on her site now that are all actually using her courses. So those are all 6th form educational areas that she's actually sold those courses to, which is amazing.
Absolutely. So just wanted to share the documentation. It has updated for any of you that haven't used it recently or haven't seen it at all. Oh, I beg your pardon. So this is the form as it currently stands. And again, if you don't know where to find this, you can always email me and I can send you the most up-to-date version of it. And it's a Word document because you can type straight into it and then just send it back. So all it's asking for is basic details, your name, date requested, the course, because you may have more than one, so we need to know which one it is. Ideally, I'd like you to paste the URL in here so there's absolutely no confusion as to what we're talking about. Then there's the option here of discount code. So do you want a percentage off or a pounds off? Most people go for percentage rather than pounds, but there is the option there to do that. You also get the option to put in how you would like your code to look. There's no symbols, no gaps, no special characters or anything like that. Not too long. And you've also got the option here to say whether you want it tracked or not. So if it's a promotional code and you're just giving 20% off anybody that clicks on it, then that usually that isn't tracked because you don't know who's going to pick it up. So it'd be one code, let's say Nikki 20, Nikki's course 20% off. And you want however many of those codes. But if you, particularly with corporates, or if you are giving these codes out to very specific individuals and you want to know who is actually picking up the courses, then we create it like this. So my course 1, my course 2, my course 3, and then that correlates specifically to them. So you can ask for that if you want. If you're selling it, if this is for a client, you'd let us know exactly how much you're selling your course onto them for, how many you want, whether it's a set number or limited, the starting date, and if there's a cut-off date. So it's relatively straightforward if you know what you want from it. Then you would email that to me. I would then do whatever I need to do in the background, and then I would send it back to you saying it's all done, it's all confirmed. And so we keep a paper copy of it so that it's all there. One of the things just to be aware of is that ideally I need at least 7 days notice in order to create that. It doesn't take me that long to create codes, but if I've got 100 things to do all in one go, it is prioritized. So just make sure that you've given me plenty of time in order to do it. Okay. So then the only other thing that I really wanted to share with you was about affiliate links, because sometimes people get confused between discount codes and affiliate links. So an affiliate is basically somebody who's interested in promoting your course for you and getting a commission for it. So this little person over here looks nothing like me, is meant to represent me. That's my course there, one of my courses, Learning with Lego. And this is something that I'm hoping to set up with somebody who does a lot of work in a very specific field of using Lego within training. They talk about it a lot, but what they could do also is that at the end they could say, and here's an online course by Nikki. They've already been through the course, they know about it. And if they sell it, they get a commission and I get commission as well. So an example of this is Bert in the green at the top here. So Bert has agreed to promote my course. Let's say it's actually set at £40. And so the affiliate, I've agreed I'm going to give him 30% of any courses that he sells for me. That's his commission. Okay. So you would then send, there's 2 different forms to send. There's one where you're telling us that Bert is going to be an affiliate, and there's one that you send to Bert where he needs to write down all his bank details and send that directly back to Beverly so that we can then set up the commission in the right way. What we then do is we give Bert, or rather we give you, a specific URL for Bert, which you would pass on to him. He then does his promotions in whichever way that he wants to do. And if anybody buys that course within 30 days of that link being promoted, then the sale goes through. Bert would get, now I've put 20% down there. I've diddled him out of 10% there. I didn't realize that. Okay, so imagine that's 30%. So Bert would get his percentage of the sale. We would then take our 20% off, and then you would receive the rest. So it looks like, well, why on earth would I do that? Because I'm getting an awful lot less money here than I started out with. But the more affiliates you have, the more people you have promoting your courses, the more sales you're likely to make. So this isn't discounts, this is affiliates, very different in how it's actually set up. But those are basically the 2 options that I just wanted to share. So if anybody's got any questions, I'm happy to answer them now, or if you want to email me later, if you've got something specific that you want to find out about, I'm happy to answer emails.
Thanks, Nikki. That's absolutely amazing. And we know that the affiliate program works because we've actually got some up and running at the moment. The coding system is working really well with Young People Index because they're selling their courses to schools. We've got 3 schools on now, and I think there's going to be about 60 eventually that are actually interested in the program of codes. So that's really amazing as well. So we've got Nikki, who's on codes and affiliates, I deal with obviously all the banking so that it only goes to me. And our bookkeeper is Christine, who isn't on the call today, unfortunately, because her parents have both been tested for COVID, unfortunately. So, and Christine makes sure that all the commissions go out at the end of each month. And I think that's all working quite smoothly as well. So I'm going to hop over to Jane. Thanks, Jane. And Jane's just going to give you 2 examples of how we link your courses to your website. Thanks, Jane. You're on mute. Thanks.
I just say, oh, I better unmute myself. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. I'm sorry I've been jumping up and down. A lot of you don't know me. My husband's a vicar. He's been out. You can guarantee that when I'm here on my own, that the phone will carry on ringing. So people will come to the door. The dog comes in and out saying, "Where's my daddy? Where's my daddy?" So I'm sorry I was up and down like a yo-yo. Anyway, we've got the handbook here. Doesn't want to play. Before I forget, happy Christmas to everybody, yeah?
Thanks, Jane.
Right, so if we just whiz through, funny enough, Nikki was just talking about her Lego course. That's actually the one that we've got illustrated here. And that's where the URLs, these links are. I don't know whether you may have all tried them or not, but all these links are live. So if you do actually click on them, then they will go straight through to help you have a look around there. Okay, so if I just go back to the adding your course to your website, obviously if you're proud of your course, you think it's got the potential for sales and you want to get it out there and you want to get people looking at it. And obviously one of the obvious ways is to actually put it on your website, because if you haven't got it on your website and people are looking at what you're doing and looking at your courses and looking at your social media, and then they go to your website and they can't find your courses, then they might actually think, oh, well, why can't I find the courses on the website? So it does make a lot of sense to get them front and center, and then people can just go straight to them if they happen to be looking. So if I just show you how we've done that. Why is it always the one that you want isn't the one that's there?
It's a nice picture though, James. We really like that picture.
Oh yeah, oh God, hang on, here he is. See, just proof, see there's his old collar there. It's not only dogs that have dog collars. Anyway, if we look at Barbara's first, here's Barbara's website. Barbara Cox, extremely well-known health and wellness nutritionist, entrepreneur, expert, etc. So we're very pleased having her on the platform, those of you that don't know her. And she's actually positioned her courses here. Now there are 2 options. The option she has used, she has an intermediate page on her website. So when you click, you're still on Barbara's website, but you've come through to her online course page, and she's got her 4 courses there. And if you were interested in any of those, you would just click through. Now you've come to the academy and you've come to her that specific course. She's got 4 courses. So if you click on them, she hasn't got a link. Yes, there we are. So there's lots of options there by having a page in the middle. So if I go back to the home page, click on online courses, that's a page that she's made on her own website. Click on a course, and then you go through to the academy. Now there's another way to do it, which is the one that our own Nikki has used, Nikki Forster. This is Nikki's website, Curious Lighthouse Learning Consultancy. And in the top menu, Nikki's got a tab called Online Learning. Now, if I click on that, now we've gone straight to the academy, and Nikki has like a mini website on the academy, and that's something that we can do for you. Depends on what tier you're on, but it's all flexible. But here we are. We've gone from Nikki's website, no intermediate page, gone straight to her academy school, and here we go. And now Nikki, oh, see, Nikki's showing off. Look how many courses she's got. Honestly,
Go, Nikki.
Can't take her anywhere. If you haven't seen it yet, right? There's a free course here. About social media and validating your idea, if that's something you want to have a look at. And then we've got more information about Nikki. There's more on here than there's on your own website, Nikki. Anyway, so could everybody follow what was happening there? Yeah. Any questions, obviously, you can ask us at the end. So those are the two ways that you can do it. Now, obviously, there may be those of you that don't manage or can't edit your own website, or you're not too sure about how to do it. Literally, I can talk you through that. Hopefully, there isn't any need to go to your website builder and actually have to pay to have this implemented. If there is any issue, any problem, or any unexpected cost, then please contact us before you actually do anything, and we'll do everything that we can to help. Because as I said, this is something that is very straightforward to implement, but it's like all these things. If you don't know how to do it, you're stuck. So is there anything else I can cover, Beverly? Nikki?
No, I think that's great, thank you. I think the the way that Barbara's done hers is it keeps her own branding on her intermediary page there with her how she's marketed those before. Nikki's used her own lighthouse company as well, and I think there's just so many options, aren't there? The Vicenza school is the same. So if you click onto the Vicenza school, you can see all the courses that they've got as well that go through to the Academy website. They've also got a page on there.
If you do want me to do, sorry, I'm on.
Yeah, can you go on to Vicenza?
I'm just going to do that. I'm not logged in, but it's anyway, it's okay as it is. We've got a section now for corporate clients. Everything's on go slow today. Here we are. You can see Barbara's on here, Helen, the Young People Index. So if we have a quick look at Vicenza, this is their page, their mini website that we've got hosted on the Academy. And this they've launched a new product, and this is another access route for that product. Let's get started, and it goes straight through to their site. I'm sorry, my internet is so slow. Not normally like this. Carol.
I think it's everybody's the same at the moment, Jane.
And we've also got our own bespoke training on there as well. So sorry if that's not wanting to go through, but that's another illustration. Doesn't want to go.
Okay, Jane, don't worry. Thank you.
Do I need to share back? Do I need to stop sharing?
Yeah, thank you. That's lovely. Thank you very much. So, yeah, thank you, Jane. That's really helpful, and I think it's really helpful as well that you've offered to, to help people to get those onto their courses onto their website.
No problem.
And it just makes things look so much more professional, doesn't it, if you've got that actually attached to your own website. So we'll take some questions in a minute, and I want you to try and keep it to 45 minutes because the school runs and everything. So just to go back and just give an overview then, is that this is a hosting platform. It's all branded up for your particular company, whether you were on Udemy or anybody else. You wouldn't get the support and help that you get from Nikki, who uploads your courses for you and does the whole thing, which is amazing. Jane will design your room for you, make it look fabulous, and that's the difference between what we're offering and what's in the marketplace at the moment, at a fraction of the cost, which we've now been told by a couple of people that have come on board from other platforms. So we're here to host you. We help you to get online. We have a full tutorial which Nikki has developed as part of a video. We promote your courses, and that marketing and PR program will be starting in earnest from January. We've got a whole bunch of things that we can put out into the marketplace for marketing and PR. We've got the media buying coming in January, the comms program ably supported by David, so thank you, from DNA6. And as mentioned, the 4 key areas that we're now going to be working in is e-learning for you, with the pages that Jane has just shown you and the codes that Nikki's shown you to promote your courses. We will have the L&D area for corporate clients, which Jane has also just shown you, the ones that want to be visible, because we can put our courses in there too. We will have the membership program, the membership platform area, which is Jill's just put hers up there yesterday, so you can have a look at that. It looks amazing. Yellow Tuxedo is now up and running. There's a couple of others in the making. So that's, I think, been quite a successful promotion. I think Shay was on the call. I think Shay's looking at something quite similar as well. And I will have my own product on there as well. And then lastly, we've got the 50 Club, which is going to be Aspire4Business events, which is going to be back up and running in January. We will give people that aren't course creators the opportunity of being visible across the Academy platform for their promotion of their own business. So I'm going to go over to questions, and if anybody's got anything that they'd like to ask, can you put it in the chat, which is, if you just click on chat, there's a little chat box at the bottom, you hover over that, and then you can write your question in the chat box. If not, you don't want to ask that question now, we can handle those for you at the end, or you can email myself, Nikki or Jane at any time. So has anybody got any questions about the handbook or the promotional aspects of the platform? There, look how well you explained it, Nikki and Jane. No, that's great. Right, well, it only remains for me to wish everybody a super happy Christmas, and we will be back in touch with everybody again at the start of next year with the marketing program and how that looks, so that you'll be able to see when your courses are going to be advertised. And then as that comes along, let's say in January it's health and wellbeing, you might want to attach your promotional codes to that at that particular time. So everything will be run month by month, and you'll be able to see when your programs will be marketed. So thank you very much for joining us today, and it only remains for me to wish you all a very happy Christmas. Thank you very much for allowing us to host your courses.
Merry Christmas all. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas. Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Richard's in a hurry. That's so funny.
I was
You okay there, Christian, or he's gone? Richard's still got his camera up. He's disappeared. Is that a trumpet on his thingy? Is it a cornet? Should we get him to play it?
something like that. He's gone on mute. Oh. Do you want to shout at him? Richard!
I've stopped the video, so.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that went